Well, hello everyone. It's me, Rhonda, and I'm here today with some readings for Virgo, Aries, Libra, Scorpio, Pisces, and Leo. Oh, I got that wrong. Virgo, Aries, Libra, Scorpio, Pisces, and then Leo. So I'm not really good at tagging the numbers yet to where you can find your sign. So just bear with me while I learn this PC process. But I'm also going to be pulling a rune for you. So let's get right to it. And we're going to start with Virgo. And I shuffle these cards, and it either comes up the top reading or the bottom reading, as there's two readings. So this top reading for Virgo today says, methods for the healing power of. Also for analyzing and results from the perfectionism of Virgo. Well, we know Virgos are, well, we do try to be perfectionists. I'm a Virgo and I do things my way. It may not be perfect to someone else, but it's perfect for me. And that's kind of how Virgos operate. So I'm a Virgo, so I kind of can really tune in very good to your Virgo energy. So, and with that, we have, I'm going to shuffle, and it's going to tell me either your house or your planet, whatever you need to hear today. It will choose spirit. It will choose one of the other. So spirit guides, can you come in and tell me what Virgo needs to hear today to help them move better on their path? What does Virgo need to hear today? What does Virgo need to hear? Let me pass the cards through the sage. They're a little bit stuck. I haven't used them for a while. What does Virgo need to hear today? Okay, you received planets. And there's your planet card. And you received Venus. Oh, Venus is love. Cherish and enjoy. Charm, art, beauty are the way to Venus. Beautiful. So now when I put these two cards together, it tells me methods for healing and power is to cherish, the analyzing of enjoyment, resulting from perfectionism of charm, art, beauty, and the way to Venus. Very beautiful. Okay, so now those are your cards today. I'm going to go ahead and pull a rune for you, Virgo. Oh, my beautiful Virgos. Virgolicious. Virgoluscious. Yeah, those are my Virgolinis. As my buddy Sasha Bonsai always says, Virgolini. All right, he's another tarot reader. Shout out to him. He's always spot on for Virgo. All right, today you get this rune. And this rune is opening. And you got it straight up. Very good. Now, opening means this is from the Norse gods, Odin. These runes, he discovered them a long time ago, and the Vikings used them. So let me explain a little bit about how the runes work. They don't read your fortune like tarot. They more guide you on your path, help you reach your destiny. They don't tell you your destiny, but they do tell you where you're at on your path and what will help you to move forward on your path. So now with that being said, that is the 14th rune. And it gives you a little bit of insight into where you're at. And I read from the book as the interpretations are from the Norse gods, and I cannot use my own words doing this. I can't change the words because that would change the interpretation. So runes are always read from the book until you have someone who knows them all by heart, and there's 25 runes. And I used to work with them all the time. The sage is popping. Which is clearing out some negativity. I'm a little bit nervous. That's probably what it's doing, is calming me down. I used to work with runes, and my house was robbed, and some of my tarot cards, my tea reading cup, my runes were all taken. So, I mean, it's unfortunate that someone would do something like that because they just brought some really bad luck on themselves. But back to the reading. So these are always meant to be read from the book until I memorize all of the readings for each sign. And like I said, it's very important that I read each, individual thing that it has. Now, opening means your torch. It's shaped like this because it represents like a stick, and then the stick with the fire. That's how torches were actually made back in the day. They weren't straight up because that would, the fire would fall on your hands. So they were kind of bent, made from bent branches. Speaking of, something like this. I'm a big gatherer. I go out in nature and I gather things. And this is something you would make a torch from. So the top, you could hold it here, and you would have your fire elsewhere and would protect you than just a straight stick. So that's why it's shaped like that. Okay, torch, a skiff associated with the goddess Nerthus, which I just pulled this rune the other day, and I did a little bit of study about that. All right, now that rune is on page 118. Which is 8, 9, 10, which is perfection. Great. Page 118. I had just spotted something I had done in my book, and I was thinking it was pertaining to that. That's why I caught my eye there for a minute. And if I can find it again. Okay, I thought it pertained to this rune. It's a simple prayer. So maybe it's meant for me to give you this prayer first. So I'll go ahead and do that. It says, Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Where there is injury, let me have pardon. Where there is doubt, let me see faith. Where there is despair, let me sow hope. Divine Master, grant that to me, and so much seek to be consoled as to console, to be understood as to understand, for to be loved as to love. For it is in giving that we receive. It is in dying that we are born to eternal life. And that is by, I can't really see that in this light because, as you can see, I went over it to highlight it, and I went over it too dark. That is by Blanche of August, I believe. I'm going to have to write that down and put it back in here on a separate piece of paper because I over highlighted it. Okay, now to your rune, 118. All right. Opening the torch. I don't know if you can see that there. I'm realizing I need a little more light. Okay, here's your rune. Again, another picture of that rune. If you can draw that symbol, it'll be helpful to you. If you draw it, make sure you put the arrow pointing to your left. So you make the V facing to the left. The point should be to the left. That'll be straight up. If you make the point to the right, that would be in reverse, having a whole nother meaning. All right, this rune of opening and renewed clarity. of dispelling the darkness that has been shrouding some part of your life. You are free now both to receive gifts and to know the joy of non-attached giving. Kano is the name of this rune. Kano is for the rune for the morning of activities, for seriousness, clear intent, and concentration, all of which are essential at the beginning of any endeavor. One of the 13 cycle runes, the protection offered by Kano is this: the more light you have, the better you can see. Well, that's evident. It's funny. I was just saying I need more light. Well, I am a Virgo. I find that really funny. And it always resonates. These runes are awesome. The more light you have, the better you can see what is trivial and outmoded in your own conditioning. So, Virgo, in relationships, there can now be a mutual opening up, which you may trigger and set into motion through your awareness that the light of understanding is once again available to you both in your relationship. Recognize that while on one hand you are limited and dependent, on the other you exist at the perfect center where the harmonious and beneficent forces of the universe emerge and radiate. You are that center. Simply put, if you have been operating in the dark, there is now enough light to see the patient on the operating table is yourself. Awesome, beautiful rune. Thank you. That's what I have for Virgo today. All right, my next sign is going to be Aries, my beautiful Aries. Yes, Aries the goat. All right, first you get energies to meet the challenge of. Second, you get your desires regarding. And third, you get resulting from honesty and strength of. So we're going to go ahead and see what comes out to match that, to give you some guidance. All right. They're the cards from the energy of the last sign. All right. Eris, the goddess Eris. Wow, a whole bunch dropped, but I'm not going to take those because I'm only looking for one. One, please, Spirit. Just one card, please. One card for the goddess Eris. My sister's in Aries. My first love was in Aries. Now passed on, who's one of my guides. Died in a very tragic death. So, I've just always felt them with me from the time I found out that they passed on. I was very young. And, that's one of my guides. And I really love Aries. I just really resonate with Aries people. Me and my sisters sometimes butt heads, but I love her all the same. And that teaches us growth. We help each other to grow. We've learned to work through our problems. So perhaps, Aries, there is some message in what I just told you, as I am giving channeled messages along with your readings. All right, Spirit, the cards are being stubborn. Can you please give me one card, Spirit? One card only for Aries. What do you have to say for Aries? All right. So you got a house card again. So this is the 10th house. So in the 10th house, that revolves around your destiny, where you're going, and your career. That's in astrology, that's what the 10th house represents. So right now it's telling me that you have Aries in your 10th house probably as well. If you have your astrological chart, you can check that and comment below if you do. Okay, so it's telling me the energies to meet the challenge of is your destiny, Aries, your desires regarding where you're going, resulting from the honesty and strength of your career. So very, very beautiful. Those are your cards, Aries. And that's telling me right now that oh, there goes the sage again, just popped. I don't know if you heard that, but when that happens, it's usually clearing negativity. So it's probably trying to calm my little nervous self down. Okay, so Aries, now what that's telling me is your rune is probably going to be about your destiny in your career. And if you remember earlier in the reading, I told you that doesn't really ever, the runes don't tell you your destiny, because the Norse gods believe you can change your destiny, you can detour and not reach your destiny, or you can do something and move in the proper direction and achieve your destiny. So sometimes you have to come back a few times to achieve the ultimate soul destiny. So with that being said, Eris, goddess Eris, I love my goddess Eris. That is who Aries is named after, the goddess Eris. So you might want to do some research on that. All right, shake them up. Rune, speak to me for Aries. All right. I know this rune, but right now I can't think of the name of it because I'm a little bit nervous. I'm learning to use this PC, which is a laptop, and I've always had a different type, that was on a stand, more like a home computer. So this is my gift from my Aries sister for Christmas to help me with my tarot and my runes. All right. Your stone is gateway, and it came straight. And as the pyramid is in the middle, kind of showing you it's a gateway. See, an entrance, a gateway. So it's telling me that this is a gateway to your destiny. So whatever comes in this reading is going to tell me a little something to help you along your destiny. Now that's rune 133. 33 is an angel number. You might want to check that out. It'll tell you what angel is guiding you and guarding you. And let's see, gateway means gateway, a thorn, the Norse god Thor. Oh, that's right. That's why I know this rune, because it's also shaped like Thor's hammer, which he would cause lightning to strike when he needed that energy. That was his gift. So let's go right to page 133, which is 7, which I'm born on the 7th. So that's a very blessed day. God rested on the 7th day. So that might be a little information that you need to rest, as it 133 comes out to, breaks down to a 7. All right. So gateway, place of non-action. As I said, you need a little rest there. The god Thor. All right, and that's how it's properly set. And if you want to draw it, that pyramid should face to your right, as things kind of reverse on the camera sometimes. So if you place the pyramid to your left, then it'll be reversed, and that's a different meaning. All right. Oh, excuse me, the train's going by. I love the train. It's right in my backyard. I love it. So let me just pause and rest for a moment till the train passes. All right, it's passed. With a gateway for its symbol, this rune indicates that there is work to be done, both inside and outside of yourself. This rune is called Thurisaz, represents the frontier between heaven and the mundane. Arriving here is a recognition of your readiness to contact the numinous, the divine, to illuminate your experience so that its meaning shines through its form. Beautiful. So, Eris, Thurisaz is a rune of non-action. Thus, the gateway is not to be approached and passed through without contemplation. Contemplate all your moves. Here you are being confronted with a clear reflection of what is hidden in yourself, what must be exposed and examined before right action can be undertaken, which I'm not shocked this comes out during the Scorpio moon, because that's kind of what Scorpio moon does, forces you to dig really deep. The rune strengthens your ability to wait, to be patient. Now is not a time to make decisions. Deep transformational forces are at work in this next to last of the cycle runes. Visualize yourself standing before a gateway on a hilltop. Your entire life lies out behind you and below. Before you step through the gateway, pause, Eris, and review the past, the learning and the joys, the victories and the sorrows. everything it took to bring you here. Observe it all, bless it all, and release it all. For it is in letting go of the past that you reclaim your power. Step through the gateway now, Goddess Aries. Oh, beautiful. I really, really love that for you. That is very beautiful. Okay, again, I will show you the emblem, and it'll help if you just write it on a little piece of paper and focus on that. And whenever you come across the paper in your wallet or purse, it'll remind you to pause and to contemplate. So that's what message I have for you, my beautiful Aries goddess. Namaste. Have a great day, Aries. Okay, next we have Libra. My Libras, my beautiful balanced Libras. I just love my Libra friends. They're very balanced. They understand vibration and everything in moderation. And those are really key tools to help you in the future. So today for Libra, it came up relationships, the beauty of, and do it with your partners. And the next card will tell me what the and is. All right, it'll either be a planet or one of the 12 houses. Can you come in, spirits, and tell me what Libra needs to hear today? Let me smudge the cards a little. Tell me what Libra needs to hear today to keep them in balance. Tell me what Libra needs to hear today. One card, please. One card, please, Spirit. The cards aren't flying today for some. Well, okay, they flew. Now I actually have to get up. It flew all the way to the couch. Make a liar out of me, Spirit. Just as I said, the cards aren't flying today. It flies all the way across the room. All right. Okay. And that is a planet. And that is the planet Mars. Ooh, that is a beautiful planet. See that card there? There's a little bit of reflection. Very beautiful. All right. But as you see, he's a little upside down. So that's telling me that you're a little bit stuck right now, Libra. And what you're stuck in is relationships, the drive for a relationship. So that's telling me, Libra, that you're not really interested right now in forming a relationship with anyone. Probably you're good with your friends, but you're more on your personal path right now. Libra, you're more in your hermit mode, focusing on you, the things you want to do, the places you want to go. So see the beauty of the confronting of doing it with your partners and action. So I feel that Mars is a fiery red planet. And I feel that if you can see in the card, it's highly illuminated, which means, we know that Libras are very intelligent, as your element is air, and air is for your intelligence. But Libra, you have two scales, kind of like the two fish in Pisces or the two people in Gemini. So sometimes, you can get stuck off in one aspect or the other. Kind of like the Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde energy. You can be perfectly good and something triggers you and you just get all, off the chain, as to say. So I think that Spirit is really asking you to think about getting a partner. I feel that it's time in your life, Libra, if you're single, to call in your soulmate, call in your partner. And if you're not single and you're in a relationship, there's some things in your relationship that Mars is asking you to take action on and to confront. So those are the messages I have for that today. Now we're going to go for my Libras, my beautiful Libras. I think I watch Sasha too much because I pick up a lot of his little songs and things. But that's okay. I love him, and when you imitate someone, that's the highest compliment you can give somebody. So I used to say that when people would, imitate how I dressed or my hair. It used to anger me until I found out that's the highest form of a compliment. So Sasha, shout out to you. I share his videos all the time with you guys. He's really, really awesome. He channels messages like I do. So he listens, and he's clear audio and clairvoyant like I am. And we hear the spirits. All right. Oh, this is speaking of balance, this is a very good rune. I believe it's the rune of self, the first rune. Yes, I'm correct. See, I'm learning them again. This is the first rune, and they're read from left to right. And there you are. And that's the rune of self. Therefore, I feel also that's calling you to go deep within the hermit mode again. Man, woman, and the human race, the self. And that is page 93, which that's 11, which 11 is a soulmate number. So ironically, yes, like I said, spirit never lies. If you're really in tune with spirit, they'll give you a clear message, and they'll always back it up with another form of confirmation, another clear message. So that was what I was channeling to you, that I felt it was time for you to call in your soulmate. So that's definitely asking you to call in your soulmate, as that comes out 93 breaks down to 11, 1 and 1, and that's always soulmate, man and woman. And these days, woman and woman, man and man, it's all masculine and divine energy, feminine, masculine, divine. We all have both of those in us. All right, so now that is page 93. All right, the rune of self, Libra, is telling you the starting point is the self. Its essence is water. Only clarity, willingness to change is effective now. A correct relationship to yourself is primary, for from it flow all possible right relationships with others and with the divine. Remain modest. That is the oracle's counsel. Regardless of how great may be your merit, be yielding, devoted, and moderate, for then you have a true direction for your life. Be in the world, but not of it. Now that's worth repeating. Remain modest. That is the oracle's counsel to you, Libra. Regardless of how great may be your merit, your standing, your job, your business, be yielding, devoted, and moderate. For then you have a true direction in your life. So I feel it's calling you to be humble, basically. Be in the world, but not of it. And I say that all the time. I might be in this world, but I don't have to be like everybody else in the world. I'm in the world, but I'm not of it. As I know, I'm a starseed. I come from another planet, and I'm on this earth incarnation to fulfill my soul's purpose, which is guiding and helping other people like I'm doing right now. So be in the world, but not of it, and yet do not be closed, narrow, or judging. Now, I will add to that. Yes, Libras can be very, very judgmental. And I feel the reason for this is because Libra strives so hard to be in balance that they just kind of expect other people to do the same. And unfortunately, everybody's not on their path as strong as most Libras are. And Libra has a tendency to look down on those people and not really understand that they're on the path that's meant for them. They're not on the same path as you. So what looks good and proper to you may not look good and proper to somebody else. So Libra, try to calm down a little bit on your judgment. We all do that naturally. You're not really wrong or right in that. We just have a tendency to judge people. And when you catch yourself judging people, just step back and say, okay. The self is calling me. This rune is telling me, check yourself, don't wreck yourself. For a little bit of laughter and lightness on that subject. All right. Don't be narrow or judging. Rather remain receptive to impulses flowing from the divine within and without. Strive to live the ordinary life in a non-ordinary way. Be authentic. Be your true self. Remember at all times what is coming to be and passing away, and focus on that which abides. Nothing less is called from you now. This is a time of major growth and rectification, and as a rule, rectification must come before progress. The field has been tilled before the seed is planted. The field must be tilled. The garden is weeded before the flower blooms, and the self must know stillness before it can discover its true song. I guess asking you to meditate. Instead of seeking credit for accomplishments or focusing on results from those accomplishments, Libra, be content to do your task for the task's sake. Herein lies the secret of experiencing a true present. If you take the rune of self, what did I do with your rune? And you cut it down the middle, you get the rune for joy. I know that much. And instead of seeking credit for accomplishments or focusing on results, be content to do your task for the task's sake. Herein lies the secret of experiencing true present. If you take the rune of self and cut it down the middle, you will see the rune for joy with its mirror image. There is a suitable caution against carelessness. The self is required to balance the self, and that's what Libra does best. So that's really resonating with my Libras, my beautiful Libras. They're so balanced. But we all get out of whack sometime. Nobody's perfect, and we're not meant to be. Nothing in excess, Libra. That's the second phrase written over the gateway to the temple at Delphi. And yes, it is. Nothing in excess. R.J. Reynolds, the famous cigarette tobacco millionaire, his motto was everything in moderation. So I'm asking you, Libra, again, I know how Libras overwork, overfocus, overanalyze. They're a lot like Virgo in those aspects because you're totally ruined by your intelligence. You're an air sign. You're an air sign for a reason. You don't operate from the heart. You operate from your mind. So the self is required to balance the self. Nothing in excess was the second phrase written over the gateway to the temple at Delphi. The first counsel was know thyself. And oh, I love that. The Bible says that. I learned that at an early age, the phrase, but it wasn't until like I was 50 that I really started to know thyself. I had a staph infection here on my chest. I have a big scar, and it's one of my battle wounds. But I kept asking the doctor, what is under there? I know something's under there. No, there's nothing under there. It's just, an empty space in your chest. And I kept saying, no. So when I got out of the hospital after 6 months of almost dying and being in isolation, I started to study the body and what was in that area, and I found out there's the thymus gland there. The thymus gland is a gland that operates in our youth from the time we're born until puberty, and it's what guides us along our way, like how children just go off and explore and don't get lost or hurt, and they find their way home. The thymus gland does all that. So now I know against how great my doctor was. He was Arabic, Dr. Alan-Derry, which I always give big shouts out to him. He really saved my life through the power of God. And, he set me on my path that I really needed to be set on. But back to what I was saying, know thyself. We think we know ourselves, and then we find out we don't even know what the glands in our body, where they're located, what they do for us. That gland shuts down upon puberty because I guess the Creator felt we don't need it, and He wants us to guide ourselves and make our own choices. But that's a very important gland, and mine has a big hole in it. So I don't know. I said maybe it opened mine back up. I don't know. I sure am in tune with the spirits, as you can tell. So that's what I have for you today, Libra. If you want to draw this sign on a piece of paper, put it in your wallet or keep it in your purse or place it on your nightstand. It's like an M. It's two pyramids coming together. Just make sure your points are facing up, because if you do it like this, that's a reverse meaning. So make sure wherever you place it straight up. And that's what I have for you today, my beautiful balanced Libras. You're a little out of balance, and that's okay. Nobody's perfect. Pull it in. Learn some more about yourself, Libra, and you'll move forward faster on your path. And anything you can study about Mars, do so, because Mars is in your Mars is your planet, so it's not in your house. Some people are getting houses today. Some people are getting planets. So I'm not sure what your planet is, Libra. I'm sure you know. I know some of the air signs, it's Mercury, and perhaps it may be Mercury for you. I'm not fully aware of what your planet is. But check it out. Comment, let me know. PM me if you know me personally, and let me know what your planet is, and I can do some things to help you. But right now it's calling for Mars is calling for you to illuminate yourself and know yourself. Great, wonderful, and beautiful. That's what I have for you. Bye, Libra. The next sign I will be doing is Scorpio. And we know Scorpio moon is on until I believe the 19th. And Scorpio moon, whoa, Scorpio is the strongest sign in the astrology. But what I will warn you about being a Scorpio is, you can curl that tail up and sting people with your tail and give them a bite that's poisonous they'll never forget. But don't forget this, like earlier I was talking about knowing yourself. Know this, Scorpio. Be careful not to curl that tail so much that you can sting your own self, because scorpions have that ability. When they curl that tail up too much, they can actually poison their own self and sting their own self. So I always tell Scorpios, be careful of your own sting, Scorpio. All right, so let's see what the planets or houses have for Scorpio today. You came out purification to resurrect, the secrets of, and resulting from power. And there's your beautiful scorpion. This is a really strange picture of a scorpion. If you can see, there's a snake in the middle of the scorpion. And see how the scorpion comes full circle there, almost as if the tail is in the mouth of the scorpion. So be a little careful about, being so powerful you sting your own self. Just always be aware of that. All right, let's run the cards through the sage, clear them from the last reading. What can you tell me, Spirit, of that Scorpio needs to hear today to help me guide them on their path today? What does Scorpio need to hear? What is it that Scorpio needs to hear? Well, you got 3 cards, so I'm only going to take one, as I'm only taking 1 card today. You get a house. And this is telling you that in your 4th house is where you need direction. Now, if you know your astrology and what's in your houses, that will help you to better guide you. But the 4th house is about your home base and your family. So when I add that to your Scorpio card, you get purification to resurrect what makes you feel secure. The secrets of support, resulting from the power of your home base or family. So basically that's what your rune is going to be about today. And it's telling you there's something wrong in your 4th house. If you know what sign you have in your 4th house, that'll be great, because that'll kind of help you to balance this issue. But I'm going to go to the runes now, and I'm going to pull for Scorpio. My beautiful scorpions. My ex-husband's a Scorpio. Leo, Virgo, and Scorpio, they will get your ass. Like it's showing here, that full circle, the scorpion coming full circle. Oh yeah, Scorpio can make a bitch come full circle. They're very powerful. As I said, you're the most powerful sign in the whole astrology. So be careful with that power, though. Okay, you get the lightning bolt, but I believe it's in reverse. Let me go to the tarot. Let me go to the runes and see. That's wholeness. And no, you didn't get it in reverse. I believe the long stick is at the top and the bottom stick is at the bottom. Now that's next to the last rune, the blank rune. Wholeness. That's going to be on page 139. And I'm not getting enough light here. It was bright when I started, and I've got a light, but it's coming through, but it's just not reaching me. I don't know, maybe there's a message in that for you. Wholeness, the sun, life force, and victory. So, Scorpio, there's some victories coming for you. And that is on page 139, which is 13, which 1 and 3 is 4. Again, always backing up what it tells you. It's talking about foundation is always number 4. Foundation in the home. So that's confirming the cards that you have. That's how spirit works. They always are about highlighting things you already know. The Rune highlights things basically that you already know. Tarot's never going to shock you. It's just going to bring about things that are in your energy field, things that you're already thinking about, Scorpio. 139. All right. As like I said, the Rune isn't like the tarot. The Rune is just guidance on showing you what path you're on. It doesn't really read your fortune. It's more about completing your destiny. And it won't tell you your destiny either unless you draw the blank rune. And that means that God is in control and your destiny is hidden. All right. Wholeness, life force, and the sun's energy. So get out and get some sun. You're needing that vitamin. You're needing that energy. You're needing that power from the sun. Sowelu, Sowelu. And I am going to study how to pronounce these. I'm going to Google them so I can hear the correct pronunciation. But I'll spell it for you. You can Google it and maybe you'll get some more advice. Sowelu, like to sow. Sowelu. Sowelu stands for wholeness, that which our nature requires. It embodies the impulse towards self-realization and indicates the path you must follow, not from ulterior motives, but from the core of your individuality. Let me just check and make sure I'm still live here and everything's going good. Okay, thank you. Anybody that's viewing, please comment and let me know if these readings are resonating with you, which I'm sure they are. Seeking after wholeness is the spiritual warrior's quest, Scorpio, and yet what you are striving to become in actuality is what by nature you already are. And I tell my Scorpio Mary that all the time. We are already all that we're supposed to be. We're always kind of right on the right path that we're supposed to be. You can stray off a little, but usually create or cause a tower moment to get your foot planted back firmly on your path. So having said that, Scorpio, become conscious of your essence and bring it into form. Express it in a creative way. A rune of great power, making life force available to you. Sowelu marks a time for regeneration down to the cellular level. Although this rune has no reverse position, oh, that's right, it doesn't have a reverse, so you can't draw it wrong. Although the rune has no reverse position, there is reason for caution. You may see fit to withdraw or even to retreat in the face of a pressing situation, especially if events or people are demanding that you expand your energy right now. Know that such a retreat is a retreat in strength. It's not a weakness. When I go hermit mode, that strengthens me. And that's kind of what it's asking you to do. Right now, a lot of people are being asked to go within, to go into that hermit mode, do deep analysis of yourself. Back to what I was saying, you may see fit to withdraw or even to retreat in the face of a pressing situation, especially if people are demanding that you expand your energy now. Know that a retreat is a retreat in strength, a voyage inward for centering, for balance. Timely retreat is among the skills of the spiritual warrior. Sowelu counsels opening yourself up. letting the light into a part of your life that has been secret and shut away. To accomplish, oh, I'm getting goosebumps because I know what this is talking about. Mary, 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 my beautiful Mary. She's my soul sister. She's my sister from Mesopotamia. She's a beautiful Scorpio. Timely retreat is among the skills of the spiritual warrior. Sawalu counsels opening yourself up, letting the light into the part of your life that has been secret and shut away. To accomplish this may call for a profound recognition, for admitting to yourself something that you have long denied. There is a prayer known as the Gayatri that embodies the spirit of the rune of wholeness. Address the sun in this fashion. And Mary and anyone else that PMs me for this poem, I will text it to you. I'll read it to you right now. It's very short and sweet. You who are the source of all power, whose rays illuminate the world, illuminate also my heart so that it too can do your work. So go out and look at the sun and say, you who are the source of all power, whose rays illuminate the world, illuminate my heart so that it too can do your work. Oh, that's so beautiful. I want to cry. That's absolutely awesome. I'm going to take that advice, even though it wasn't directed for me. You can't lose. It can't hurt. So now I know how to address the sun. Thank you, Gaia. I feel that information was channeled from you. Mother Nature, she always guides me and teaches me and helps me to grow. While reciting the Gayatri, visualize the sun's rays streaming forth into the world, entering your heart, then streaming out from your heart center and back into the world. Visualization is very, very powerful. You might even want to draw a picture of the sun and put it somewhere where you can meditate upon it. While reciting the Gayatri, visualize the sun's rays streaming forth into the world, entering your heart, then streaming out from your heart center and back into the world. This is a powerful and life-enhancing prayer. There is a caution here not to give yourself airs. Don't be arrogant, Scorpio. Even in a time of bountiful energy, you are required to face and vanquish your refusal to let right action flow through you. So you've got to, do some work on letting right action flow through you, and the sun's going to guide you and help you and give you that force. Nourish the capacity, for it is a mark of true humility. Practice the art of doing without doing, again calling for meditation. Aim yourself truly and then maintain your aim without manipulative effort, kind of like the Sagittarian. Draw back your bow, see that target, and fling that bow to your target. Practice the art of doing without doing. Aim yourself truly and then maintain your aim without a manipulative effort. Meditate on Christ's words, I can of my own self do nothing. John chapter 5 verse 30. I'm going to repeat that again. I can of my own self do nothing. Now those are Christ's words. They're not written by man. They were channeled to the writer from Christ. And if you have one of those Bibles that have Jesus' words in red, they're very helpful. If you don't have one, I suggest you get one, because those are the messages I pay the most attention to, as I feel that they were channeled from the spirit in the mouth of Jesus himself. I can of my own self do nothing. I can of my own self do nothing. You'll find that in John chapter 5, verse 30. For by your own power we do nothing, even in loving. It is in love that loves through us. This way of thinking and being integrates new energies and permits us to flow into wholeness, which is the ultimate goal of the spiritual warrior. Awesome. So my Scorpiolinis, go ahead, draw that emblem, go out in the sun. I will post that prayer on my Facebook for all of you. Let me tag that in my book, And so I will remember to post that sometime today for you. If you don't see the post, just PM me and ask me for the guy. It's called a Gayatri. Asked me for the Gayatri prayer that was for wholeness and for the sun, and I will know exactly what you're talking about if you would like to write those words down. I'll go ahead and repeat them for you again. You who are the source of all power. They're talking about what you say to the sun. The sun is the source of all power. Without it, we would die. We wouldn't have anything without the sun. No light, no trees would grow, no flowers would blossom. We could not get the full energy that we need in order to survive. So I truly believe when they say the sun is our main source of power and energy. You who are the source of all power, whose rays illuminate the world, illuminate also my heart so that I too can do your work. So that's calling for you to say that prayer so that you can be empowered by the sun, so that the sun can give you this extra power and energy you need at this time. Again, I will show you your cards. They're in your fourth house. If you know your astrological chart, go to your fourth house. It's all about your home. So, Scorpio, this is going to help you in a message for your home and your environment right now. All right. Thank you so much for watching, Scorpio. Mary, I hope you get this video today sometime, as I really feel that message is very powerful for what you need at this time. All my other Scorpios, love and light. Namaste. All right, next I have Leo, my beautiful, strong king of the jungles. One of my uh-ohs, Leo, Virgo, and Scorpio. I'm partial to those three. I will admit that. But I love everybody in the world. You know, I try to do my best to just share love and light. I don't hate on nothing. If I do, I try to fix that. So I don't like to be negative. I work on myself every day, and I suggest you all do too. All right, beautiful Leo, what do I have for you today? Oh, you got the birch, and I know what this means. But first, let me go and see what from the planets and the houses, what you need to work on. You've got leadership, the creativeness of, and do what you want to, and and it's going to tell me what you want to and some more. All right, Spirit, clear the energies from the last reading. Spirit, show me what you want for Leo. What does Leo need to hear today? What is the message for Leo that'll go with this Leo card? What is it that they need to hear? What is it that they need to hear? Guide me and show me what Leo needs to hear today. What does Leo need to hear? One card, please, Spirit. I felt him trying to shoot out a bunch. All right, you got a planet, and that planet is Mercury. That's my planet. I love Mercury. Mercury is the planet of communication. So it's telling me, Leo, that you need to communicate a little more. So now when I place these two cards together, it tells me leadership, the awareness of, the creativeness of many thoughts about or from. Do what you want to do in many words. As I said, Mercury is all about communicating. So I feel today, Leo, my king of the jungles, I feel that you need to learn to communicate a little better. You're meant for leadership. You're meant to create some powerful things in your life. Do what you want to do. Just kind of be in your child energy. Create, sing, dance, paint, draw, anything that inspires you. It's telling you do what you want to do at this time, but just keep in mind that you need to learn to communicate. Mercury is coming in, and Mercury here is shown kind of like the Gemini, the yin and the yang, upstream, downstream, like the two Pisces fish. So it's a very beautiful card, but it's showing you that you need to communicate, Leo, with other people. Brush up your communication skills. Watch some YouTube videos. They'll teach you how to communicate in a better way if you're shy on camera or things like that. But I feel, Leo, it's asking you to maybe form your own group or do your own type of tarot or angel cards or something like that, as I know a few Leos that do this kind of stuff. They just kind of seem to be having a tendency to join with other people, and that's okay. But I feel that you're asked by Mercury to communicate. I feel, Leo, you're being asked to step out in your own direction. Do what you want to do and have fun at it. Start your own live or your own readings or your own, I can't think of the word for it, blog or vlog. A vlog or a blog would be very helpful. It's going to help you grow. Now, with that rune, I know the B stands for the birch tree. So let me go and see what it tells you about the birch tree. Again, like I said, Mercury's asking you to grow, and that is the birch tree, and it means growth. And that is the 16th rune. It's on page 123. So 1 and 6 is 7. That might be beneficial to you. That's the day of rest. And page 123 is 6, which 6 is a good, 6 is leveling up. I like to call it the level up card. And growth is the birch tree. It's associated with fertility, rights, rebirth, and new life. And I'm feeling it's a rebirth for you guys. I really feel that strongly, Scorpio. And that is 123. Which is 6, like I said. So it's asking you to level up, to step out in your own space. Okay, here it is in the book. There's your birch. And that is growth, rebirth, and birch tree. So I feel at this time, Leo, like I said, I feel that it's asking you to have a rebirth. And that usually is represented by the white rose. So if you're seeing a lot of white roses, excuse me, when I choke like that during readings, that's telling me the throat chakra is locked up, and the throat chakra is blue. And you're not speaking out or speaking your truth. So perhaps you're not standing up and saying what you want to say. So my throat chakra is tightening, which means you need to do some work on your throat chakra, Leo, and that's going to help you to communicate better. Another of the cycle runes, Berkana, represents the form of fertility that fosters growth both symbolically and actually. The growth may occur in affairs of the world, family matters, the relationship of the self, or to the divine, a rune that leads to blossoming and ripening. Berkana is concerned with the flow of beings into their new forms. Its action is gentle, penetrating, and pervasive. What is called for here is to consider your issues with care and awareness. First, disperse resistance, then accomplish the work. For this to happen, you will need to be clear and controlled, your motives correct. Any dark corners should be cleansed. This must be carried out diligently and sometimes with expert help. So I would suggest you stay at your house. Maybe some Himalayan salt outside your doorstep. That'll kind of hinder bad spirits from coming in, or bad people with ill intentions. For this to happen, you must clear and control your motives and make sure your motives are correct. Clear any dark corners should be cleansed. This must be carried out diligently and sometimes with expert help. Modesty, patience, fairness, and generosity are called for here. Once resistance is dispersed and rectification carried out and seen to hold firm, then through steadfastness and right attitude, the blossoming can occur. Very, very beautiful. Very beautiful. Make sure you're focused on the task at hand. The answers are within yourself, not in outside advice. When you consult the runes, you are consulting the self, an action appropriate to the spiritual warrior. So, That's what I have for you today, Leo. Love you, Leo. Hello, Lynn. I hope you get this reading today. I very much felt you coming in with my guides telling you communicate, learn to communicate properly. Lynn, start your own group. That would be very beneficial. There you can feel free to post what you want to post, get your own people. It's okay to connect with others like me and other groups. That's beautiful. But it's asking you to step out and do your own thing. And that's a place where you don't have to worry about what you say. If it makes someone else happy, if it offends me, don't offend me. Hey, that's my page. I have a right to be offended if you say something I don't like. But on your own page, no one can be offended. That's your page. And if they don't like what you say, they can get the fuck off your page. That's how I look at it. Excuse my French, but I couldn't put it any clearer. You know, that fuck word is a word everybody understands in any language. And some of these videos are viewed in other countries like Lynn's in England. So that's the message I have for you today, Lynn, and any of my other Leos viewing. Love and light. Namaste. All right, next we're going to do my final one, and that's Pisces. Yay, I made it through a full reading today with no errors. Don't speak too soon. All right. Pisces, my beautiful Pisces, upstream, downstream, the dual image, the mirror image. All right, what does message for Pisces? Well, you've got two flew out today, so I'm just going to take the top one. Pisces, your dreams and your faith, your idealization of hidden tendencies. Be a part of something overwhelming and large institutions or overwhelming events. It's asking you to be a part of overwhelming events. Dig deep. Discover something that overwhelms you, that really brings you joy, because you're needing some work on your faith, and look deep into your dreams. Really focus on trying to remember your dreams or starting a dream journal, because you have some hidden tendencies that you need to discover about yourself. I feel a lot of my Pisces are either awake or being awoken, coming into this new way of life, looking for guidance and direction through such ancient things as the tarot, the runes. You know, these are all ancient practices. Just for so many years, you know, it scared people. I did a reading for someone recently, and they were very offended that I could see so deeply into their life. They were like, wow. And that kind of scared them away, because, you know, I made the comment without spirit made the comment through me. I was like, oh yeah, I can see right into your bedroom. And I didn't mean that in any way sexually, but I think they thought that I meant that. And no, I'm too old for all that shit. I don't care about lust. I lust for my path. I lust for the Lord. I lust for friendship and communication. I don't lust for all that stuff we do in our youth. I'm too old for all that. It's not that I'm too old. I just outgrown that stuff. I know today my relationships that inspire me are my deep friendships, are my connections with my soul tribe, my friends. That's what inspires me and lifts my dress, as to say. We used to say, you know, ooh, that really lifts my dress, like Marilyn Monroe blows it in the wind. But those things that used to inspire me and lift my dress, they just don't get it anymore. I look for deeper connections. Sex is a physical thing. I look for mental vibration. I want someone to inspire me mentally. I want them to be intelligent and enhance my intelligence. I'm looking for someone that can enlighten me and to help me grow. I don't need anyone else in my life that I need to fix. I have my tarot work for that. I try to help others fix their issues as I work on myself and try to fix myself. I can't possibly ask you to grow and work on yourself if I'm not growing and working on myself on a daily basis. So, Pisces, I feel this is what the spirits are asking of you. And I'm getting a little down-winded right now, so I'm feeling a lack of energy right now. And so maybe some of you Pisces are a little stuck at the moment, because I'm picking that energy up really bad, a really tired energy coming over me. And I believe this is the warrior rune, but I do believe it's in reverse. So let's go to the book and confirm this is the warrior rune. Yes, it is the warrior rune, but it's supposed to be pointing up. Pisces, you are a warrior, but you're out of balance right now. So you should have drawn this straight up, pointing to the heavens. But you drew it straight down, pointing to the earth, telling me something is out of balance with you. And you're a great warrior, or you could not draw the warrior stone. So that is page 120, which is 3, which is the Holy Trinity. It's also Rune 15, which is 6. Again, telling me that you need to level up. Now, the warrior rune means, why am I not? Oh, because I'm looking in the wrong place for it. Okay, where are you? Sometimes I have a real problem finding these runes on the other page where it gives a little short detail. That is 5, 10, rune 15, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14. Okay, here we go. Victory in battle, a guiding planet or star, the Norse god Tu, whose name we get Tuesday from. So you pronounce it like two. And two is an arrow, reminding me of Sagittarius, the pulling back the bow and letting go. So let's see what this imbalance is for you, Pisces, with your two. That is on page 120. You might look up two. That is spelled TIW. Yes, TIW. You might look that up on the internet. And also, it's kind of telling me Tuesday is a good day for you. And today is Wednesday. So, yesterday you probably had a pretty good day. Tuesdays are pretty fulfilling for you. All right, let's go to page 120 and see what your reading has for you for your path today. All right, here is the warrior, the sky god too. And you see his arrow is straight up there in the book. Oops, I just lost my card marking that poem I want to do later. All right, Pisces, this is a rune of the spiritual warrior. Always the battle of the spiritual warrior. But you drew it in reverse. The danger is that through hasty or ill-timed action, life force leaks out or is spilled away, saying that something has caused some of your energy to leak out, some of your life force. This could be an illness or some unwanted, or not unwanted, but unneeded surgeries. They cut off a lot of important parts of your life, Pisces. So perhaps you've recently not been feeling well or had some surgery that maybe didn't go the way you wanted it to. If an association is short-lived, do not grieve. Know that it has fulfilled its span. So if you had an association with someone that didn't last like 10 years or more, it was short-lived, let it go. Do not grieve. Know that it has fulfilled its span. Matters of trust and confidence are at issue here. And with them, the authenticity of your way of being in the world. Reversed Tiwaz calls for examining your motives carefully. It is self-conquest with which you are concerned, or you are trying, or are you trying to dominate another? Whoa. Are you lusting after an outcome? Are you focused on the task for its own sake? You will find the answers within yourself, Pisces, not in outside advice. And this card came up that I drew for you in the 12th house. And the 12th house is about a large institution such as schools, government, and overwhelming events. And if you look on this card, it shows bars. So I'm feeling that whatever the subject is that's draining you, Pisces, had something to do with the legal issue that was involving someone that was a short-lived relationship in your life. So be careful that you don't do a 360 and spin around and act like somebody that was in your life that caused you a lot of drama and they went to jail. Make sure that you don't bring that upon yourself. As you know, I know a few Pisces, and I don't want you to think I'm reading that from what I say. You see the bars there clearly, and it's focusing on your faith and large institutions, and I'm picking up government and jail and things like that. So if you're in a legal battle with someone, make sure that if you're taking them to court, you're taking them to court for the right reason, or that can come back to bite you in the ass. You will find those answers within yourself, not in outside advice. When you consult the runes, you are consulting the self, an action appropriate to the spiritual warrior. So that's what I have for you today, Pisces. I feel there was a really deep message in that and a big time warning in that. So be careful of, if you're pressing charges on somebody or have a legal battle with somebody, make sure, Pisces, that you're going into this battle with the correct intentions. Like if they stole money from you or something like that, then you have a right to take them to court and sue them for that. But if you're taking them to court just to get even for how they hurt you, that's going to backfire on you and that's going to help you move on your path. So to put a positive spin on that, Pisces, just do, some searching, because these messages are for a reason. You know better than I do what I'm talking about, Pisces. So I just have a few Pisces friends that I know have been through some really rough issues. And be careful of those people. Don't invite them back into your life. They're negative. That relationship has ran its span. It's not for you to linger upon or dwell upon anymore. That's the block right now in your life, as the runes show you where you're blocked so you can move forward. And like I said, they never give you a message that you already aren't in your energy about. So you're already contemplating or thinking about this energy. And I'm really nauseous right now in my stomach. I'm glad that Pisces was my last reading, because I'm getting very overwhelmed. And I actually need to sage myself, so I'm going to sage you a little as well. Concentrate on the sage. Allow the sage to clear you wherever you are in the world. From where I am right now, envision a white circle between you and I, Pisces. Envision my energy coming to you and helping you to heal. The universe energy coming to you and helping you to heal. Guidance from the divine coming through to give you good, clear messages and to help you heal yourself. Take it easy, Pisces. Don't overwork. Don't overstress. Make sure you're eating correctly, as there was a few little hindrance messages in there as well, that your energy is really not good right now. So hopefully this will clear your energy. Pisces, I'm going to bring out Big Mama, the crystal, and I'm going to let you see this crystal. I'm going to send you some crystal love, light, and energy, some prayers for you to feel better. If you were listening earlier, maybe you can go out in the sun and re-energize yourself. I'm going to put it on my stomach because I'm feeling really nauseous in the stomach. So that spirit's telling me, really watch what you're eating. Be careful you're not eating anything that's hurting you, because I do feel you have some issues in your stomach. Now, I'm not a doctor, so always check with your physicians first before taking my advice. Maybe just drinking milk or something that can coat your stomach if you're not, what do they call that? Allergic to dairy products, something, or purchasing something that's herbs that'll heal your stomach. I'm feeling that very strong for you, Pisces. All right, Pisces, love and light warrior. Namaste. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Please comment if the videos resonated with you. I will be posting this later to Facebook. For you Scorpios, I will post that prayer on my Facebook later and in the group. Love and light. Namaste. Yay, I'm so proud. I got 6 readings out like I planned to, and all is good in the world. Love and light, and I'm learning to work this PC too. Thank you again, Sissy, for gifting it to me for my Christmas present. All right, let's end this here. I got glasses on and still can't find my exit emblem. All right. Namaste. Time is still ticking, so obviously I'm still here. I'm trying to end the stream, but it's not letting me. Jeez, I'll be in my house all day if I can't get the stream ended. Oh, why is it not ending? All right, let's see here if I can get out of here. How can I get out of here? It's still clicking on. Why is it not allowing me? Okay, here, maybe it'll let me cancel. There we go. Nope, there I still am. All right, end stream. Namaste, love and light. Why is it not there?